Hello everyone, I am Dr. P.K. Jain from Department of Mechanical Engineering, SIRT Bhopal. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss about pattern. We have already started and discussed about various manufacturing processes, and you know that casting is one of the processes which is used for producing metallic objects, and pattern is needed for preparing mold cavity. So in this lecture, we will discuss about definition of the pattern, material used for making patterns, and different types of patterns. So as far as definition of the pattern is concerned, a pattern is a replica of the part to be produced by casting with certain modifications. That means whatever object which we want to produce by casting, initially we have to make a copy of that, and using that copy or pattern, we have to prepare a mold. That means a cavity in which we will fill the molten material and allow that molten metal to solidify, and in that way we get the casting. So different pattern materials or materials which are used for making patterns are wood, iron, plastic, POP, wax, and mercury. Mercury is rarely used in a process which is known as mercast. In that case, the pattern is made up of mercury, otherwise it is not generally used. Similarly, wax as pattern material is used in lost wax mold casting method only. It is the process, lost wax mold casting is the process in which we have to prepare very intricate and complicated shapes by casting method. If shape of the casting to be produced is simple and its size is very large, in that case we will use either wood or iron material. That means the most common materials used for making a pattern out of these six material is wood and iron. We know whenever the size of the casting is very large, so if we make a very large size iron pattern, then it will be very difficult to handle that iron pattern. And apart from that, its cost will also be very high. So in order to reduce its cost, we make the large size patterns by wood only. But wood has having one disadvantage because of the material, because it comes in contact with the moisture present in the mold material, and that's why there is some change in dimensions, and wear and tear of the wooden material is more in comparison to iron or metal. But whenever the size of the casting to be produced and hence the pattern to be designed is very large, in that case we always prefer to go for wood. That means in that case the pattern is made up of wood. On the other hand, if we want to produce large number of castings, identical castings, you can say, identical casting we have to produce using a single pattern. In that case, it should be made up of iron or some metal, because in that case, there will be no change in the dimensions of the pattern, metallic pattern. Plastic is having the advantage over wood, but it is not that much costly. So iron, so it can also be used for making pattern. POP is one of the material which can be used for making pattern, but it is fragile. POP is fragile and it cannot bear the impact loads. That's why there are chances of breakage of the pattern which is made up of POP. And I told you earlier that wax is the material, pattern material, and it is used in lost wax mold casting method only. Similarly, in Mercast casting process, the pattern is made up of mercury. So these are different type of pattern materials: wood, iron, plastic, POP, wax, and mercury. So in this slide, we have seen the definition of the pattern and different types of pattern materials. Now we'll see different types of patterns. So since we have to produce different types of castings, different shape of the castings, for that purpose, different types of patterns are designed and made using different materials. Some of the patterns which are used in casting process or foundry process are solid pattern or single piece pattern. So solid pattern, as the name indicates, It or single piece pattern, as the name indicates, it is the pattern which is made in single part only. Actually, what happens when we have to make mold cavity using sand mold material? In that case, we have to pour mold material over pattern in the mold box, and after ramming, we turn upside down the mold box and we remove the pattern from there. So if there is no difficulty arising because of removal of the pattern from the mold cavity, then in that case we use a solid pattern or single piece pattern. So single piece pattern is generally suggested in case when the shape and size of the casting to be prepared is simple. On the other hand, if we want to make pattern, that mold in two parts, two or three parts, in that case, we have to make pattern in two or three number of parts, and it can be known as multi-piece pattern. Okay, it can be known as multi-piece pattern also. Okay, so multi-piece pattern, when the pattern is more than one number of parts, it is also known as split pattern and cope and drag pattern also. Cope and drag, because the mold is made up of two parts. Top portion of the mold is known as cope, half of the mold, and bottom portion of the mold is known as drag, half of the mold. So if it is in two parts, then it is known as either multi-piece pattern, a split pattern, or cope and drag pattern. So you can see in this figure that it is in three parts. Mold is made up of in three parts. Bottom portion is known as drag, top portion is known as cope, and middle one is known as cheek. In that case, this pattern should be made up of in three pieces. It should be made up of in three pieces. Okay. Third is loose piece pattern. So if the design of the casting is such that removal of the pattern is not possible in one piece, or in case of a split piece, then it has to be made two or three or four number of pieces. So in this figure, you can see these two parts are made up of some different material. That means this pattern is made up of a different material, and this material is somewhat different. This is the mold material, and while removing this pattern from the mold, we have to remove this portion first, and after that we have to remove these two pieces. So these two are considered as loose pieces. That's why it is known as loose piece pattern. Okay. Match plate pattern, it is similar to this multi-piece pattern, but what happens, we arrange these two sides of the pattern on a single plate. That means top half of the pattern and bottom half of the pattern is assembled and or adhered to two sides of the plates. So by that, preparation of mold, that is cope half of the mold and drag of the mold, becomes easy. That's why it is known as match plate pattern. Then there is follow board pattern. In this case, we design the board the way in which we have to produce the casting, and from that we make a single simple thin pattern which is known as follow board pattern, as you can see in these two figures. Gated pattern is the pattern which is used for making a large number of castings in single pouring. That means if we want to produce a small size, large number of casting in single pouring of the casting material, in that case, we arrange the mold in such a way that they are connected to the same sprue. As you can see in this figure, this is the sprue through which the molten material is supplied for casting purpose, and it is connected to this channel, which is known as a runner. This is connected, and these 8 number are the casting which are to be produced by single pouring of the sprue. So in this case, large number of gates or large number of molds are connected to the same pouring. Then sweep pattern. Sweep pattern is as simple as sweep, and this kind of pattern is used for preparing axisymmetric castings. Suppose we want to produce a bell-shaped casting. In that case, we design a board in such a way that once it is rotated inside the mold box, then it creates a cavity of that axisymmetric shape or bell shape. So it is known as sweep pattern. Skeletal pattern are the patterns which are used for making large sized castings only. So we have seen in this lecture different types of patterns, definition of the pattern. Okay, so I think it should be clear to you, definition of the pattern, materials used for making pattern, and different types of pattern. Okay, so thank you very much.